Good evening, everyone. Long time no see. I'm going to give you a brief overview of what's happening in the technology IPO market at the moment. And we're going to look at the four following companies. So we're going to start with the Facebook because it's the company that's going to go public like the last one. Then we go through Zynga because it's about to go public just in a couple of weeks. And then I will take a look at Groupon and LinkedIn as the examples of technology companies that recently went through the IPO stage. So I hope everyone in this room knows what Facebook does and what Facebook is. Right, so let's start to look at the main revenue sources of the Facebook. So when you go into Facebook and spend your time on there, they are actually getting money from you. Getting money off you in terms of using you as a resource in some way. So the first way they get money from you is when you pay for some goods when you play Facebook games. This accounts for 1/3 of their revenue, which is a huge sum if you think about it, because the rest 66% are coming from the advertising. Well, if you look at the Google, 98% of their revenue is coming from advertising. So advertising takes a large portion, but the most important part is virtual credits. Look at the revenue dynamics. So you can see that Facebook is growing rapidly. If we compare 2010 with 2011, it's an increase of more than 200% in terms of revenues. So basically everything should work fine. Everything should be good, and they should be growing, and the price of the company should increase all the time. Well, if the revenues are growing. Let's take a look at the valuation of the company. They're valued at extremely high price now. They're about to go public in April, well, so the rumors are. And they think that they will get the valuation of $100 billion in April. But what I would like to draw your attention to at the moment is the period from June to August. So if you look here, so from June 22nd up till July 19, it was valued at 84 billion. And then it suddenly started to decrease and finished at 79 billion. Are there any ideas why this might have happened? Anything? What happened during this period in the world that might have done this to the Facebook valuation? Anything, literally anything. Just share that.
Northern Africa.
Google Plus, yeah, spot on. So Google Plus went live in 28th of June, right? The valuation was alright until some point, because you can't really say whether this is a threat or whether this is a competition, but because there is no metrics for it. Then, at the end of July and at the first week of August in particular, Google released their statistics. And in the first 5 weeks of being live, Google Plus has got 30 million users in there. Well, it's nothing in comparison to 800 million on Facebook, but Facebook has been around for how many, 8 years so far, right? So, knowing this, I would like you to draw your attention to the following 2 questions and, open up to discussion. Do you guys think that Google Plus is a threat to Facebook and that it can actually threaten the position in the market? And Google Plus targets those one-third part of the revenues that the Facebook is getting from virtual credits. Because what happens is, Facebook takes 30% of the revenue that developers get from their games. So imagine somebody buys, a Hummer in Cityville for $5. So the developer is not actually getting $5. He's getting $5 multiplied by 70% because 30% of this revenue is going to Facebook's pocket. So Google is offering, looser terms for the developers. So knowing this, do you guys think that Google Plus may be a threat to the Facebook and may shake its dominance in the social network world?
Definitely.
No.
Definitely. Why?
Because Google's got they're such a wealthy company that they can afford to subsidise certain things to get themselves off the ground. Also, they've got a big user base anyway through Gmail, and they interlink a huge variety of products rather than just having a social networking site. Like, so there's Google Documents, Google Wallet, and I think, yeah, so I think it could also be used like in an office environment instead of just talking to a friend. I know you can do that with Facebook to an extent, but yeah, I think it's quite a big threat to Facebook.
Right, and any other thoughts from the floor? Go on.
Well, I don't actually know anybody who, from Facebook to Google Plus and only uses Google Plus now.
Yeah.
It seems to have been, lots of people joined up at the start because it was very exciting and new, but then people soon became disillusioned with it. And yeah, I mean, I made an account, but I don't think I've been on it in a month now. So,
Go on.
Apart from that, Facebook has also made changes. Since Google Plus went live, this Circles in our Google Plus implemented, Facebook came out with their list, which is something very similar to Google Plus's Circles. Apart from that, Google had Buzz before and Buzz didn't really kick off. Also with Facebook, there are some persons there like who does not move away from Facebook to Google Plus, as you say. If you just want to go on and just have a chat and have games or whatever, then Facebook is the place for you. But those persons who are concerned with privacy matters and all of those things, and they are shifted away to Google Plus. I think that's basically, I don't think it's a threat right now.
Facebook is already a platform leader, and it is a scoring platform leader in social networking, while Google Plus doesn't present anything new actually. And when it tried to present video chats, Facebook automatically presented it too after a while. And when there's a certain platform leader like Facebook, they create barriers for other companies can't enter.
Well, I would like to make a point about what you just said. In 2004, when Facebook was launched, MySpace was the leader in there. And basically, MySpace was having this core position in the market with this organic user base that you're talking about. And then Facebook came in and just, wiped it off. It's like we are leaders now. Right, so that's the thing. Yeah.
I would say that because of the nature of the business, everyone would have to move to Google Plus for it to really succeed, because of its social networking thing. But then I guess that happened with I don't know if you remember Bebo.
Yeah.
I think it was bought by AOL, and then it failed when everyone moved to Facebook. So.
Right, so let's quickly shift to the second question. So everything is more or less clear with the Google Plus not being such a threat to Facebook. What about this explosive growth of Facebook in terms of revenues? Do you guys think that they can continue in the same manner in the future? Do you think that they can continue getting this revenue from the developers as more and more people will join the Facebook? Anyone? Go.
Well, it depends, because even before Google Plus was launched, Facebook was already seeing a decline in new activations in the developed world, and most of the new activations were coming from places like India, Brazil, where more people were getting internet access. So it is possible as more persons get internet access in the emerging economies, but continue to grow at the same rate. Yeah, I think as there are more persons getting online, they can see that growth. But in terms of in the developing world, then you'll probably see a decline there.
Yeah, I completely agree with the gentleman, because essentially what you're seeing now is they are stuck in terms of numbers. There is a certain limit to which they can increase their user base, and after that there are just not enough people using the Facebook. Like, even if the whole world uses the Facebook, they need to find new ways to monetize on those users that are using the Facebook. Currently they're growing just because the user base is growing. So this is organic growth. So they need to find some ways to monetize on this, adding some new features, making people pay and so forth. So the next company, which is Zynga,